How would you prepare and live your life if you operated under the mentality or the condition that there was nobody that was ever going to be able to come and bail you out? How would you live, breathe, eat, move every single day to prepare for a life like that? And would that be different than how you are currently operating? This is a very important question to ask yourself, especially if you're somebody who is even on this page, right? Consuming this type of information for health, for wellness, for healing, because true healing requires the ultimate of the answer to the question that I just asked. And it really pushes you to look at things in a very honest way and to come to terms with the truth that we are all on our own, even though we're all together, right? And what that looks like is what I experienced even in this recent car accident. There were 3 of us in the car that I was in, 1 other in the other car. 4 individuals that had 4 totally different car accidents. And this is exactly what life is. There was nobody in the car that I was in that could give me or donate any strength or preparation to me. And even though I wanted to, I couldn't donate or give any of my strength to anyone else. And so even though we were all in the same moment, all in the same encounter, all in the same experience, we all had to navigate it very independently. And everything that we brought up into that moment was what prepared our physical body, our psychology, our emotions, everything that we experienced. And then everything after that had to rely on the tools that we had available, how we lived, how we moved, how we ate, how we breathed, how we operated from that point moving forward. And this is just a small example of what it is to be alive and be a human. We're all guaranteed death, and accidents happen, and traumas happen, and hard times happen, and difficulties happen. And even if everyone that loved you wanted to come and swoop in, they couldn't. And that's part of the beauty and part of the challenge of it. And so it's really up to you on how you are living your life and how you're preparing your body and the things that you are consuming on an intellectual, spiritual, emotional, and physical, literal level. And this is what is preparing you to live this life that you're living. And again, it is your journey. It is your opportunity. It's your dance. You get to do it however you want. But to go through life and think of your body as needing something like an industry or a business, which is what medicine has turned into, to bail you out, cannot be what you're relying on, because it's not true. And even in those moments of, say, a surgery, a car accident, anything like that, your body still has to have the capacity to survive the intervention that is there to quote unquote save you or correct something or swoop in a moment of trauma. And that is something that you have prepared. That is something that you have engaged with every single breath, every single moment up until that point. So think about it this way. Life is guaranteed to have ups and downs, and you have to prepare and live a life that is the greatest expression of, I'm the only one who can get me. I'm the only one who can be prepared for me. My strength is to be used by me in every moment, and especially in these moments that ask of all of us when you're in those survival type situations. And so when you think about it this way, you prepare differently. You ask different questions, you pay attention to different things, and you eliminate all of the nonsense that's not going to prepare you for the life that you want to live, or for these moments that you can't prevent, that you, we just have to experience difficulties in life, and what you've prepared for is how you can, pull from the resources to help you move through. So think about it. Think about where you are in that question that I started with. Where are you? Even within, if you're in a relationship, does some part of you think that their strength can support you? And is it really true in a moment, if, like my situation, where I was taken out of the car and separated completely from the other people that I was with? What does that look like for you? How would you navigate that? How would you think through things? Are you to the point you would want to be emotionally, psychologically, and physically to live this life, to survive different experiences in this life? And if not, how can you change that in a real way? In those moments, you won't run to protocols, practitioners. Those are not sources that you have available. And so it's what is with you, what is already woven into you, what have you worked for, what have you incorporated into your tissues because of dedication, massive dedication, and intentional living. Those are the things you get to pull from. And that's a totally different way of living than this chronic manipulation-based, cover it up, fix it, cut it out, try to make it look like change without doing what's required for the change. And it will change your life. It has to. And it's hard. And you have to be gritty, and you have to be tough, and you have to be resilient. You have to be dedicated even on the days that you don't want to. But that's real life. And it can also be the most beautiful relationship that you engage in when you truly engage in your life. So I wanted to come and bring that here as something to think about as I'm wrapping up this year of patience. That has been one of the biggest things. And so I wanted to bring it here and let you reflect on it. How would you live life if you knew no one else could bail you out? And is it different than how you are currently living life? And if so, is that how you would want to continue if it's only you with you? And if not, what would you change? And how would you change it?